They're all under the animal kingdom.
But that's like a loose term, right? Because that would include like clams. Like, do we think a clam is an animal?
Stick to your day job, Chris. I feel like each week I get worse and worse at this. Okay. Anyways. All right. Welcome to the Two Socks podcast with Emily.
And me.
Yeah, you got to
Chris.
introduce yourself, Chris. I ain't doing it for you.
That's okay. And Alex.
And Alex. And a guest who we'll introduce soon. But how's it going, Chris? How's your week been?
That's been pretty good, Emily. Can't complain. I saw you guys got around in at Brandywine this afternoon.
Yeah, it was great. It was like very eerie out. It was like, I thought it was going to be like 70 and sunny, but it was foggy and not that warm. So, but it was still great. I enjoyed getting out there.
Yeah, today just like stayed overcast. I kept thinking it was going to kind of like burn off, but it just did not happen.
Yeah, nothing like talking about the weather when you first start your podcast. It's like the smallest of small talk.
Yeah, you're right. Let's transition to something else. Emily, what should we talk about instead?
Well, I'm in full-on spring break mode right now because I go on spring break next week for school, and I'm going to Florida on Saturday, which is, I know, not COVID friendly, but we're going to like a really old people town where everyone wears masks. So
I was gonna say that sounds worse. You're like, don't worry, I'm going to hang out with old people.
Yeah, but like with a mask on, and I'm vaccinated.
Oh, let's go. Are you a
Yeah.
2-shot, John, or?
Oh yeah, 2 shots.
Wow.
So
Good for
I'm all
you.
good. Yeah, but yeah, so excited about that and just warmer weather in general. And look at that, we're back to the weather.
Yeah, Emily, you were trying to get off this. What the heck?
It just all relates so much. It's hard.
That's true.
Well, maybe our weather talk, it's a good opportunity to introduce our guest.
Yes. So this week, this guest has asked, a couple times. He sounded pretty interested in the podcast, so we're very excited to finally be bringing him on here. And Dacey, nice to have you, dude.
You.
There he is.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Yo, man.
Happy to be here, I guess, in my room.
We're happy to have you on.
Thanks. Well, what do we got in store today?
Well, I think this is a free-for-all topic today. We can go in and out and all in between, whatever we want to do.
Oh, wow. That's far.
Yeah, that sounded weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was going to be like, phrasing was not great there, Em.
It got weird quick, but yeah, I was just trying to roll with it.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm definitely also looking forward to warmer weather, for sure.
To the weather for the third time. Let's get it.
Who doesn't love warm weather?
I know.
For real, though, when are we playing volleyball next?
Emily's apparently going to Florida to hang out with old people, so.
Yeah, come on.
Play volleyball with the old people down there. It'll be great.
I was saying, I think it's funny. So, Dacey, when you were first talking about wanting to be on the podcast, Emily was like, I don't think I know Dacey. And I'm curious, Emily, how often have you met Dacey? Because I feel like you've definitely met him, right? I think we were saying that, but I'm trying to think, because I know Dacey pretty well at this point, I feel.
Yeah, no, I didn't say I don't know him. I know who Dacey is and I've met him before. I was just saying I don't know him well. That's it. But Dacey, where have we met? I think we met at a party at Bobby's before.
Oh.
Maybe. And then that's all I
Probably
remember.
Don't remember that.
Okay, so I remember it. You don't remember. That's good.
Dacey had some wild nights at Bob's.
I've only been there twice and they were both crazy.
Yeah, Bob throws a good party.
He sure does.
Yeah, probably top 3 things I miss now that COVID's a thing.
Bobby parties? Or just parties in general?
Well, parties in general, but in particular Bob's. Bob and Ethan's party, sorry, roommates, They threw some bangers.
They did, for sure.
They just have a great house, and they have all the games. They have a VR set. It's like, you just have so much to do. Karaoke, they had karaoke.
Oh man, don't remind me about the karaoke, Emily. There was one night I was the only one in the basement doing karaoke by myself. I was like, man, I kind of can't believe everybody just left. Well, I guess that it makes sense why everybody left, but.
Are you a karaoke man, Dacey?
I mean, if I have to, I will.
Oh,
What would
let's
I don't
the
know
go.
song
what
of
song
choice
I'd pick
be?
though.
You don't know what song?
No.
Yeah. I mean, that's the most important part is singing the right song, and I've experienced that firsthand of singing the wrong song.
I
Yeah, Emily. Sorry, go ahead,
tried to
Daisy.
do Gin and Juice, I think, by Snoop Dogg in
Oh,
college.
okay.
That'd be a good one. That'd be fun.
Yeah, no, not a great choice.
Or not.
I was way too drunk to keep up with how fast the words were coming out.
Well, the thing that sucks about karaoke is like you have to do what the crowd wants and not what you want. Well, you don't have to, but like otherwise people just don't cheer. And
Yeah, there
it's
was
just
probably
awkward.
like 8 people in the bar,
Okay.
so
I,
it wasn't much of a crowd.
yeah. I guess it's just I don't know. I don't know if I'd rather perform in front of more or less people. I guess either way it
Definitely.
just sucks.
Yeah, give me a stadium. Really, really make it
Yeah.
interesting.
Just drop yourself in there. That would be the best way to do it, I think.
Oh, some Katy Perry stuff coming in from the roof, dude. Suspended. Oh man.
I'm just picturing Chris like, you know, dropping in from the Eagles Stadium in like some Katy Perry outfit, the shark outfit, and singing his little heart out to A Day to Remember or something like that.
Dressed
Yo.
in a shark outfit, singing A Day to Remember. That's what everybody needs. They do have a new album that came out recently, guys. Another plug if they want to sponsor us.
I'll have to check that
Yeah.
out one day.
Yeah, and All Time Low put out a single today, so a lot of good stuff going on.
Wow. I probably won't listen to it.
Well, you might if you come to volleyball.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Dacey, or we could just listen to more MGK, dude, because that's the other, classic volleyball track.
I mean, come on. You put that whole album on. I wouldn't
could.
lose a game.
All right, we'll do it. Dude, Quinn was talking a lot of shit last time, so we'll put you guys on opposite teams, play MGK, we'll see who wins.
Oh, dude. Hell yeah.
I was gonna ask Dacey what his music taste was.
It's pretty broad, I would
Okay.
say. But definitely not country. I hate country music. Not
Okay.
a fan. Like I listen to rap, rock, classic rock, jazz.
Nice.
Ooh, some yas.
Yeah, the electronic stuff too, whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's good to have like an eclectic what is the word I'm looking for?
I mean,
Taste.
I'm still just taken back by eclectic, so I'm ready for whatever else you come out with now.
That's me to a T.
Eclectic Dacey. What was like the last song or music band group you were listening to? That wasn't good.
Well, most recently, downstairs in good old Dusty's room, we're listening to this dude Versace.
Mm-hmm.
Verzache.
Another quick plug.
Listening to his new album. It's called My Head is a Mosh Pit.
Sweet.
Bound to be some bangers on that one.
Yeah, there's a couple.
We'll have to check that out. Very nice.
Cool.
I just saw Dustin last weekend.
Yeah, he was telling me about it.
What's the worst thing about living with Dustin Sullivan?
Oh, yike.
The worst.
He's like the nicest, like just most genuine dude, I feel like. So I want to like dig in and see if there's anything that you hate about living with him. I won't add this in the actual podcast.
No, you can't for sure, because this will make it too. Dude's always in the back parking spot. Out back.
Oh.
In the driveway, always.
Parking and dishes, biggest roommate problems, I feel like.
Yeah, that's like not even that bad. Like I don't even get that pissed off about it. But
yeah, it's always just like menial things though, like things that like really shouldn't matter, but to you they just matter a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you're with people. Often, always.
I will say, like, the biggest thing that grinded my gears as a freshman in college living in the dorms, because, like, obviously we didn't have, like, a shared kitchen or anything like that, so, like, fortunately dishes weren't an issue, but sharing a room, like, the snooze button on the alarm clock is probably my biggest, like, you cannot snooze more than once, maybe twice, if you're sharing a room with somebody, I feel.
So you don't snooze more than once, Chris?
If I'm sharing a room with somebody, no. Like I took a snowboarding class my second semester when I was up at Penn State, and literally like I had to be up at like 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning, which was like brutal as a college freshman. But the alarm would go off, I'd hit it like within a second, and I'd be out the door. I didn't even snooze it once.
I'm a
Yeah, I
super
don't know.
snoozer.
Yeah, Dacey and I could never share a room, dude. We'd be killing. Well, I'd be killing him. I guess he'd probably be fine, but well, other than being dead.
I think if you just shut the snooze button off like within a second, then you're good. Like multiple times.
Well, so the other big problem in my situation was I purposely scheduled like late morning classes. I think my first class was like 11 or I think second semester was like 1. And he like always had an 8 a.m. And I was like, dude, you're killing me, because he'd just have it go for like an hour and a half. Like he'd started at 6:30 and it would be going until basically 8 o'clock. And I was like, oh my God, you're not even going to make it in time. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, yeah, roommate problems. Dusty sounds like a good roommate. This is
Hey,
good.
not bad.
So, Dacey, as a teacher, I need to know why you hate math so much. What does math do to you?
It's nothing personal, I promise. That's just that side of my brain just doesn't compute
Mm-hmm.
numbers correctly, I guess.
I hear you.
I
mean, I
don't
don't
enjoy
teach
doing
math,
math.
so.
I'm not good at doing it, and I don't like it.
So how are you with like statistics and probability, Dacey? Because it's
What do you
usually like
think,
one or
dude?
the other. No, like
Well-
people who don't, like my mom is actually like, if I explain like statistical and like probability stuff to her, like she gets it. And she's not a math person like at all.
I mean, sure. Do I have to add anything or do any like physical math?
No. So like, for example,
Or
if
do
I
I just
told
have to
you,
read numbers?
like if I told you like, all right, Dacey, I've flipped a coin 4 times. It's been tails every time. Do you think on the 5th time there's a better chance of it being heads than tails?
No.
Yeah, and you're right. There's people who would argue the opposite, and they're usually the math people. So it's like it's just funny. People who are good at statistics usually aren't math people.
All right, good to know.
Yeah, I think I have heard that before.
Yeah, I mean because that and what's the other side of the brain is what, grammar and English and all that?
I guess. I don't know.
I was gonna say, Emily, you're the teacher. We defer to you.
What's the left and the right brain, Johnage?
Google says if you're mostly analytical and methodical in your thinking, you're said to be left brain.
Hmm.
And if you tend to be more creative and artistic, you're thought of to be right brained.
See, I feel like there could be like you could be a mix of both, though.
Well, you could, but that's no fun, Emily. Everybody in humanity wants to categorize things and like put you in a box. So we're deciding you're right or left brain. You can't be like a balanced person. That would be crazy.
Oh my
I don't
god, imagine. That would be OP.
Yeah, it's so OP if you could be creative and analytical. Whew.
The dream. No, I actually might have to teach math next year, and I'm really not looking forward to it if I have to do that. So just gonna be what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna hopefully not ruin kids' brains. So yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that. That's always scary.
Yeah, they should be fine. In the long term, at least.
What grade do you teach?
I teach right now 6th and 7th grade science.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a good old time.
I like that you brought up Peaky Blinders, dude. That's a classic.
Dude, I've been
Oh my
binge
God.
watching it, dude.
Oh, the
It's the
Peaky
best
Blinders.
TV. What was that, Emily? Go ahead. Say it again.
No, you don't want me to do it again.
Yeah, I want you to do it again.
No, I think we missed it for the recording. Can
Uh-huh.
you get that one more time?
Oh, it's the Peaky Blinders.
It's so good.
Is that Ida?
Yeah.
Is that Ida? What a show.
Game of Thrones went down. Peaky Blinders rose up. It's like the best show on TV, probably.
It's so interesting and thrilling,
Mm-hmm.
full of suspense.
Yeah, I just want to talk about the one season ending, but I'm not trying to spoil something on the off chance we have a listener who's not into it
Yeah,
and or
dude,
will
that would be
watch it. So
terrible. That's a
yeah,
horrible show to spoil.
you're right. So I'm just gonna say it's a great show, guys. If you haven't seen it, strongly recommend. I mean, all of us are telling you how good it is, so hopefully that's encouragement.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh, Thomas Shelby. Gotta go
Yeah,
with the
I don't
main
know.
character.
It's hard to pick a favorite. Tommy's obviously up there. He's the man. I like Arthur. John was honestly my favorite.
I like the mother. I can't remember her name though.
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Paul.
Paulie.
Yep.
She's great too. Yeah.
Do you guys watch Arrested Development?
You know what's funny? So that was a show that Danielle actually was like repping so hard, and I was like, man, I feel like most things Danielle likes, I just don't vibe with. But I was like, I'm gonna give this one a try because like other people had also repped Arrested Development, so I watched all of it, and I will honestly say, like, it was kind of like my Schitt's Creek, except with Schitt's Creek, I like got to a point where I was actually interested and pretty invested. I never like crossed that threshold with Arrested Development. I was just kind of always like, all right, we're moving on. Like, I don't know. It never really hooked me the same way.
Yeah, I never got into that one.
Lucille Booth, the actor, she died today.
Yeah, Jessica
Really
Walters.
sad.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I was just like, no. If you ever watch it, it was like a similar character, I'd say, to like Ann Polly on, not similar, but like in its own right. Just of like, you know, the mother figure who's just like sassy and straight faced and, you know, just gives it to you. And it was just really funny. So I was like sad she passed.
Yeah, that is sad.
It's crazy. She died in a fist fight too.
Oh my God, Alex. She was 80.
It was a
Wait.
giant fist.
Who did she fight?
Neil deGrasse
You know-
Tyson.
Yeah, it was Neil deGrasse
NBC.
Sorry, that's just the first person who came to mind. I watched some Bill Nye today, and he was talking about him. So,
Guys, speaking of wild stuff on the internet, so I was watching this like Netflix stand-up special with Nate. I'm probably gonna botch his last name, like Bergazzi.
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah, and dude, when he brought up that like the government just like admitted that they found UFOs last year and like that didn't even make the news, and then he was like, yeah, most of you are probably learning about this for the first time. I'm like sitting there being like, yeah, I think I am. Like, I don't think I heard about that last year. Like, whoa.
You missed that?
I think I missed that. I don't know that I like fully internalized in the shitstorm that was 2020 that they also just announced like UFOs are real.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I remember seeing that last year.
I mean, I've
But,
always
like-
known it, so.
Right, like you'd think that
Sounds
would be like
odd.
big news though, right? Like it's like kind of wild that we're all just like, yeah, I mean, but do they get COVID? Like, are you worried about them? Like, what's good?
I feel like no news shocks me anymore. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Like I'm just so like apathetic to it now.
That's a little sad, but true.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like every other day something happens, so it's like, am I supposed to cry every other day? Like I don't know. Like you just kind of roll with it at some point.
Yeah.
Fix it.
How do we fix it? Like the bad news or all of society's problems?
Yeah, both.
Oh, yeah.
One,
That's
I guess one and the other would work.
good. Probably the society's problem is the bigger thing to tackle before just bad news. But you know, we can like end systemic racism, help out poverty.
I think the funniest thing about that UFO thing is that like Tom DeLonge from Blink 182
Yeah.
and because he was so obsessed with like researching UFOs and aliens and stuff, and they were like, we're not really about this, dude. Sorry, like you do your own thing, it's cool. So he kind of like left and everyone thought he was crazy, and then it turns out like he started actually working with the government kind of on this stuff, and it's just a wild story.
I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Dude, Travis Barker was on Joe Rogan's John saying they were talking about how he was working for the Pentagon now.
Who's the third guy in Blink 182? Where's he going to be up next?
Mark Hoppus?
Oh, yep, that's the other big one.
We'll get him in the White House.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
He's plus 44 now.
Perfect. Run for president.
So I have like kind of a game if you guys want to try.
Yeah.
Sure.
So considering that St. Patrick's Day was last week, I wanted to make sure everyone was like fully educated on some facts about the holiday. So we're gonna play a game called St. Patrick's Dacey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some trivia questions about St. Patrick's Day, and we'll see who will be the winner. So every time one of you gets a question right, you'll hear a little gold coin sound like this. Right. You ready to begin, lads and lasses?
Yeah.
Dacey, are you Irish?
Yeah, I've definitely got a bunch of that in my blood.
All right. You get one up then.
No,
got
trust
the
me,
gold
nothing's
coins.
gonna help, dude.
All right, so we'll begin with question number 1 for Emily.
Okay.
Your question is, what country was the great St. Patrick known to be from?
Might be a toughie, but I'm going to say Ireland.
Ireland is correct.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, Emily.
All right, Dacey, number 2.
Okay.
Around the world, people celebrate St. Patrick's Day by turning their beer what color?
Green.
Green is correct. Nice job.
Yes.
You got the point. All right, Chris, you're up. The four-leaf clover is a symbol of St. Patty's Day. What is believed to be the probability of finding a four-leaf clover?
Oh, dude. I don't know, like,
This one.
yeah, like 1 in 1,000.
1 in 1,000 is incorrect.
Ooh.
So
Oh no, I knew this
Well-
was gonna happen.
we'll pass this on to Emily, who's next. Emily, you want to take a guess?
Sure. I'll say like 1 in 10,000.
1 in 10,000 is correct. Nice job.
Oh my god!
Good point.
Yeah, it was my inner Irish lassie. Which I know I sound like I'm Jewish, but I'm actually Irish. So
All right, Emily, you go again. Actually, so people traditionally wear green on St. Patrick's Day to avoid getting what? Is it A, kissed, B, pinched, or C, bad luck?
I'm gonna say bad luck.
Bad luck is actually incorrect.
Oh, is it kissed?
The answer is pinched.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm mixed up. I don't know.
Emily's like, so it's the third one. Crud.
All right, Dacey, you're up. What mythological being is a part of St. Patrick's Day lore and Irish culture?
The leprechaun?
Leprechaun is correct. Nice job. All right, Chris, your question is the first recorded St. Patrick's Day celebration in America was in St. Augustine, Florida, in what year?
I knew. Literally, when you started talking, I was like, he's gonna ask me what year. 1876.
1876 is incorrect. Emily, you have a guess?
Okay. I'm gonna guess like 1600.
Are you taking the whole century? Is that your guess?
No, like
No,
one
actually,
0.
1600 is correct. You got it.
No, wait,
What?
oh my god.
Nice job.
Well, I didn't know the pinch thing, but I clearly know what the first celebration is.
All right, Emily, what are the colors of the Irish flag?
Orange, green, and white.
Orange, green, and white is correct. Wow. Taking away. You got 4 points for Emily, 2 for Dacey, and 0 for Chris, unfortunately. Dacey, what animal was St. Patrick rumored to have driven out of Ireland?
A lion. I don't know.
It's not a lion. Good
I
guess.
didn't think so.
Snakes. All right, and Chris, your question to get on the board. There's a tradition that Irish government leaders give United States presidents shamrocks on St. Patrick's Day, dating back to 1952. When John Hearn first sent some to which former U.S. president?
FDR.
FDR is incorrect. I'm sorry. Bummer.
Yeah, just all for FDR, Chris.
Well, he was the longest president, right? So I was like, this seems like a good chance.
All right, so that rolls to Emily. You have a guess on what president received the first shamrocks?
I'm gonna say Harry Truman.
Harry Truman is correct. You got it.
Oh my god.
My gosh, I've never even done this well in school.
Nice job. So Emily wins with a runaway win with 5 points. Dacey, you were close with 2 points. And Chris was our third place with 0 points, but okay, you'll get him next time.
I get the participation trophy.
Yes, you do.
It's just like in grade school.
We gave you the hardest ones, Chris, because we wanted to see your reaction.
You guys gave me hard ones?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I had no idea!
It's great.
Yeah, we got you, Chris. Got you good.
You got me. I felt very unlucky. I was like, man, this is so weird that they're getting softballs and I'm getting absolutely blasted.
Dacey got some hard ones too.
You did.
I got
not.
2 wrong.
I didn't know the snakes one. Although I would argue, do we really think snakes are considered an animal? I feel like reptiles aren't animals per se.
Mm,
Why would you say that?
How?
I feel like there's a different designation for those.
I don't think so.
They're all under the animal kingdom.
But that's like a loose term, right? Because that would include like clams. Like, do we think a clam is an animal?
Stick to your day job, Chris.
Does it live?
Live ma? We gotta stick a ma in at some point, dude.
Well, should we ask Dacey about his socks?
Oh, good point, good point.
My socks?
Yeah, well, if you didn't know, Dacey, you're on the Two Socks podcast, so we gotta ask what kind of socks you're wearing. Or if
Okay.
you're not wearing socks, then
I am wearing socks.
good.
I'm wearing 2
Amazing.
socks.
Woo!
And both the socks are the same.
Nice.
They're
Any color
Adidas.
patterns? Oh, sweet.
Adidas gray. I guess it's like a dress sock type thing. I don't know.
An Adidas dress sock?
Yeah, kind of. They're
Interesting.
light.
Dacey, you
I
should have
mean-
worn your camo beach sand socks, dude.
Well, then I wouldn't be able to find my feet, so
That's true.
I wouldn't know what color my socks were.
Do you rock sand socks ever, Dacey?
I did for volleyball, 2 weeks ago?
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
But
We were getting some heat for wearing sand socks. People weren't happy.
it was justified.
No, after that day of playing in the cold sand, yeah, sand socks all the way.
Yeah, true.
I think
But
it's
the
also
warm
like
weather, you don't even need the sand socks. So
hey, we
looking
start with
forward
warm
to
weather
that.
and we can end this with warm weather.
More warm weather. I would like to say, were you guys at Wildwood that year that the sand was so hot? Like, I literally could not walk on the beach. It was
Yeah.
insane how hot the sand got.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
Oh,
just
man.
like that every year.
No, I only
It's
remember
rock
one.
hard, like cement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal. I do miss getting ridiculously sunburned and plastered at Wildwood, I will
Oh
say.
yeah.
I'm going to the Bolero this year, guys.
See you at the Tiki Bar, brother.
Yeah, I'll go to the Tiki Bar. I was just telling Alex the other day, I was like, I don't think I can go back to the Bolero. Like being packed shoulder to shoulder, sweating on everybody. Like
Yeah.
COVID got me with that one. I've been transformed.
Yeah, it was gross before COVID, and now it's like, well, I think I'm just asking to be dead. Like, and dealing with that friggin' dog on the leash. Oh my god.
Princess.
Princess. Oh man.
Princess was the
What would
highlight
you
of the
guys-
weekend.
Yeah, what would you guys say is your favorite memory of Wildwood?
Winning.
You're like the only person who'll ever say that about Wildwood, I feel like.
I know. I love winning Beach Ultimate.
I would say, oh, there's so many times. Well, I remember being at the Bolero and I was really, really drunk. Saw Dave Kelly and I was just jumping up and down like a maniac. We were both just jumping with each other. And then just danced the night away and just had a great time, you know? And I'm sure there's other memories, but I can't think of them at the moment. That's the one that popped into mind.
Yeah, it's hard. It's tough to pick a favorite Wildwood memory. I can pick my least favorite one easily, though.
Hey, we're here for it.
Yeah, let's hear the least favorite. Was it the rainy one where it was cold?
No, it's the one I took an Uber back to the hotel or
Ooh.
motel. You can't even call those things hotels. Just
Yeah,
got too drunk at the tiki bar. May or may not have passed out on the sidewalk outside of it.
Oh man.
Somebody called an ambulance. Probably thought I was dead. And then they gave me a ride back to my spot.
Well, I'm glad you weren't dead.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I had a bucket in there I was spitting into. I was a mess.
Yeah, did they just like hydrate you and stuff?
I don't know.
They don't do anything. It was just like a taxi ride to the motel.
I don't know what they were doing. I have a very foggy memory of that ride, but I know it happened because I got billed for it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say it sounds like the most expensive Uber ride anyone's ever had.
yeah, it was a good one though. I mean, if I had to go back and do it again, probably would have got a regular Uber. But
Probably just would have traded out the ride in the wee woo wagon. The rest was fine.
yeah,
Oh
they
my
let me
God.
keep the bucket too. That was cool.
Oh, souvenir.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thanks, Dacey, for coming on. And that's it for Two Socks this week. And we'll be back again. Same thing.
Nailed it.
I
That's
know.
a wrap. It's a wrap.